Welcome to the Art of Life podcast. I'm Kanika. I'm your host. We talk about spirituality and how you can really step into your power and create a life of your dreams, because that shouldn't be elusive for anybody. Please subscribe so that we can be connected. And quick housekeeping before we get started for today. I run a sacred healing circle and I open a few spots every month to welcome in new members. So if you feel called for it, check it out at artoflifecenter.com/moon. This is where we gather every new moon and every full moon to utilize that potent energy to really heal our innermost selves and bring in energies that are really more suitable for us. Every session is a powerful healing and a powerful activation. So I welcome you with open arms. In this episode, we will talk about the second chakra. The second chakra is around emotions and sexuality, and it is connected with the element of water. Water, because water is so free-flowing, and hence your emotions, they can be pretty much like that as well. They can be a little bit up, they can be a little bit down, right? Water needs to flow, and all the trapped emotions that you might have, they might sit and collect in the second chakra. And that's why when people usually have bloating or stuff that is related to their sexual organs, like ovarian cysts, like prostate cancer, endometriosis, vaginal infections, a lot of that is related with how they are able to express themselves. Usually, if they are able to simply express themselves, then a lot of these symptoms and these diseases on the outside, they can start healing as well, because at the basis of all of this is the stress that's caused by these trapped emotions. Now let me explore that a little bit. The second chakra has the color orange. You could watch it as flaming orange to a nice settled pastel orange. And that's how emotions are. They can be very flaming. They can be very much like, all over the world. And maybe sometimes when someone's expressing, they can either really explode or they could just cave in. And so as all of that's happening, that's what your second chakra is driving the attention towards. It just wants the emotions to come out. That's why this center is also connected with sexuality, because what's more emotionally connecting than sex? What's more emotionally connecting than your gender identity? If you think about it, the first chakra was very much around feeling safe, just your identity, being okay as you are. And as you start doing that, then you are consistently comparing yourself with others and going, hey, is this person loving me? Is this okay? Am I fine like this? Am I okay to do like this? And so on. And when you do that, then you start hiding little parts of yourself or changing little parts of yourself. And that's where the trapped emotions come in. So that's why it's a very relational chakra. By the way, that's the story with all of our chakras. They are very relational. And the lesson that we are learning in this life is, rather than having them as relational, we become our own healers, we become our own cheerleaders, and we look and heal ourselves. So if you look at it in the first chakra, instead of feeling I'm safe because someone validated me, because someone liked the paycheck that I earn, it's simply going, okay, I like it. And it's not comparing with anyone, but it's just telling yourself. Your whole chakra system, it's pretty cool, because the more you start exploring into all of these chakras, you'll realize how much we have this beautiful system within all of us that is actually teaching us self-care and looking after ourselves and prioritizing ourselves. Second chakra is one of the bases for this emotional understanding. Instead of thinking that I am loved because this person loves me, I am loved because I have so many likes and followers, it's more knowing that I am loved because I'm awesome. And you are. Like, you wouldn't be on earth. You wouldn't be doing whatever you are doing. You really wouldn't be here if you were not needed. You're absolutely perfect, absolutely radiant, absolutely required, and absolutely as wonderful and gorgeous, just the way you are. Perfect, just the way you are. You are needed exactly the way you are. So let's explore an imbalanced second chakra. What does that mean? What is an imbalanced second chakra? The dead giveaway would be if you have trouble expressing your emotions. How easy, how comfortable do you find expressing emotions? Positive ones and negative ones. Can you tell someone you love them? Have you told your parents anything recently? Have you expressed your emotions? Have you done that with your kids? Have you done that with your loved ones? And when you express anger, is that a lot easier for you? Like, I know growing up for me, expressing negative emotions was a lot easier. So that's one clue as well, because it should be balanced both ways, right? And at the same time, when I would do it, a lot of times I would just explode. But it doesn't have to be like that. Now I can really go and express myself calmly a lot of times. So, can you express yourself calmly? Usually on this planet, men find it a lot harder to express their emotions. And we brush that away, saying that, oh, they're men, they can't express their emotions. But truth is that men, when they're feeling really safe and loved, eventually they will find a place where they're able to express their emotions. Maybe not quite in the same way as females, but they will find that place to be able to express. And there are also men who are able to do that. So that's your other clue, whether you are able to express your emotions well or not, whether you keep them blocked or whether you're really able to talk about them. The other thing to ask, obviously, is around sex. Are you really hiding sexually? Do you not want sex? Maybe do you want a lot of sex? Or do you become someone else during sex? Are you okay when you are in that experience? Are you enjoying it? Are you numb? If you are numb, if you are just using it as a means of connection, that could be a clue that somewhere you're just craving that connection that you can only feel with a sexual experience. But the true connection that your soul craves is a far more deeper and intimate one than just the body level experience. For that, it just needs a healthy place for emotions to come out, for you to feel loved and appreciated the way you are. So just think about your sexual encounters and think about the people where you're having those experiences as well. And give yourself a place where you feel safe and you feel loved as you are. Especially if you feel like you have to be a certain way during the whole experience, then that means that's not your place. Somewhere you are not liking the experience because you are not okay in that. And give yourself that permission that you can just own your body, you can just own your space, and you can treat yourself well. You don't have to undergo something that you don't enjoy. Another giveaway for your need for connection could just be looking at your daily routine, especially when you don't have work, when you have a little bit time on hand, like the weekend. A good, healthy second chakra would be where you can just sit down, have time with yourself. You really enjoy being alone. You enjoy sitting down, having a meal by yourself, maybe meditating, maybe going for a walk, but you don't really constantly need people all the time. If you are busy, on the other hand, if you are just trying to do one activity after the other, which is very sad because in today's world, this is what we incentivize almost sometimes, just going from one place to the other. But if you can have those pauses in between, and if you can sit with yourself in those pauses, like not look at your phone, not keep your mind busy, but if you can just sit down and be with yourself, that is sign of a good, balanced, healthy second chakra. And the dead giveaway is your self-talk with yourself. How are you talking with yourself? When you look at yourself in the mirror, how are you talking? Are you smiling when you look at yourself in the mirror? Do you buy things for yourself? Doesn't have to be expensive, but do you care for yourself? We might think of self-love as bubble baths, as going out, having a massage. But self-love is a lot deeper than that. Self-love is celebrating yourself. Self-love is liking yourself. Self-love is batting for yourself. Self-love is loving yourself unconditionally. Even if you have failed, even if you've made a mistake, but self-love is, that's okay, I've got it. That is a balanced second chakra. If you can do that, then you have a really great chakra. What happens once you start healing your second chakra? If your second chakra is healed, you definitely feel a lot happier and at ease, because what you have done is you are not comparing with others around you. You're really looking at yourself and going, oh, I'm loved. It doesn't matter what others are saying to you, but you really have that self-confidence, resilience. A lot of those traits, they start first in the second chakra. If you are wanting to feel just generally more motivated, in love with life, a healed second chakra is that place to begin feeling those emotions. So how do you heal your second chakra? The best way is meditate, or give yourself that alone time where you can just sit with your thoughts, have your emotions come out. Because at the basis of your second chakra not feeling great is just trapped emotions, and they want to come out. Healing the second chakra is very much around letting your emotions go, not judging them, but just letting them go. They'll go like a tap runs, they will just come out, and maybe in the beginning it will be very dirty water. But then as the emotions go out, you'll start finding that the vibration just starts raising up. When you sit with yourself in a meditation space, or when you go for a walk, that's the time where you just allow your emotions to come in. And maybe you're feeling angry with something, maybe you're feeling frustrated, but let that go and keep bringing yourself to your own center and going how much you love yourself. So the more you offer love to yourself, all of the bitterness will start going away. If you wanted to practice this, I do run a moon meditation circle where we gather twice a month, of course, during the new moon and full moon. And we use this beautiful cosmic energy and art and creativity to heal and bring our lives to balance. So you're definitely welcome to check that out at artoflifecenter.com/moon meditations. I would love to see you there. The other way that you can also heal your second chakra is simply to start saying this affirmation, I'm loved. Like telling yourself again and again, I am loved, I love myself. I am loved, I love myself. And you will find it is actually quite a revelation in the beginning, because when I started doing that, it felt very foreign, telling myself I loved myself. There's a lot of inner critic voice, a skeptic voice that we hold within ourselves. So just saying this takes a lot of that pressure away. And then the last and major tip would be just looking after yourself, self-care, like doing simple things for yourself. Not for someone else, but for yourself. The way you want to love someone else, do that for yourself. Maybe get some candles, maybe have a long shower, maybe buy yourself a gift, maybe even write yourself a love letter, but just small or big things that you would do for others to express love for them. Do that for yourself. That is true self-care, and that's what your second chakra is teaching you. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time in another episode. See you soon. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Do leave me a review and let me know how you found this episode. If you're wanting me to explore other topics, you can put in a request as well, as I definitely consider that when I'm planning my next episodes. Lots and lots of love. You are awesome. I'll see you next time with another episode. Bye.